watched it every night before, without knowing what it's adorning. Third window, someone else's night, someone else's quiet light. The third window, burning warm, someone weathering their own storm. The third window, you and I, both awake beneath the same dark sky. I've invented lives for that light, a reader or a restless mind, someone else for whom the night is something gentle and designed. Third window, someone else's night, someone else's quiet light. The third window, burning warm, someone weathering their own storm. The third window, you and I, both awake beneath the same dark sky. Still burning at 2 in the morning. Whoever you are, you're not alone. Beneath the canopy of everything, there grows an understory, soft and low, where smaller lives do their own flourishing, away from everything. The loud winds blow, the understory mind to know where the quieter things grow. The understory, low and true. This is where I gradual, unhurried leaving of the day and all its type. Slow unwind, this takes time, can't be rushed into a rhyme. Slow unwind, soft release, everything returning to its peace. Expecting fast unwinding, the immediate release of stress. The slow kind is more worth finding. It releases more and leaves less mess. Slow unwind, this takes time, can't be rushed into a rhyme. Slow unwind, soft release, everything returning to its peace. Just let it unwind at its own pace. You can't rush the unwind, and you shouldn't try. Still unwinding, taking all the time it needs. That's the only way. My soft resistance to the world is in the things I quietly refuse. The corners where I've gently curled away from what I didn't choose. Soft resistance, mine to hold. Not everything needs to be bold. Soft resistance, quiet power, the strength inside, the gentle hour. Soft resistance, real and true. slow inventory now of everything I carry still, not judging the when or how, just noting what is real. Slow inventory, piece by piece, deciding what deserves release. Slow inventory, soft review, keeping only what is true. Some of it I'll let go of gently, like objects given to the rain. Some of it I'll keep intently, because the keeping is the gain. Slow inventory, piece by piece, deciding what deserves release. Slow inventory, soft review, keeping only what is true. This is not a purge, this is not a loss, this is just the quiet work of figuring out the cause. Taking stock, quietly and without judgment. Finding I have more than I thought. 200 nights of sitting still, of learning what the dark can offer, of finding that I always will return to what I thought was softer. 200 nights, soft and long, each one where I most belong. 200 nights, mine to keep, every surface, every deep. 200 nights, real and true, everything I found and knew. I didn't plan to collect them, just lived inside them one by one. Didn't need to recollect them, just let each one be done. 200 nights, soft and long, each one where I most belong. 200 nights, mine to keep, every surface, every deep. 200 nights, real and true, everything I found and knew. Is just a number, but each night was the whole world for exactly the hours it lasted. 200 nights and counting. The night never gets old. The dark always has something new. I leave my bandwidth open at night. No filtering, no blocking out. Just receptive to whatever slide. Signal makes its quiet shout. Open bandwidth. Receive it all. Everything that comes to call. Open bandwidth, wide and clear, picking up what wants to be here. Open bandwidth, soft and live, taking everything the night will give. Some nights the signal is just static. Some nights it carries something true. I've stopped being so emphatic about which kind comes through. Open bandwidth, receive it all. Everything that comes to call. Open bandwidth, wide and clear, picking up what wants to be here. Open bandwidth, soft and live, taking everything the night will give. Receiving. Open and receiving. Something always comes through. I dissolve slowly into evening, like something solid finding liquid form. Not disappearing, just releasing the edges that protected from the storm. Slow dissolve, let the edges go into the warm below. The boundaries I kept so tightly have started finding their own give. I hold myself a little lightly and find more room in which to live. Slow, dissolve, let the edges go into the warm below. Slow, dissolve, soft and wide. Everything melting from inside. Slow, dissolve, warm release. Edges softening into peace. Dissolving slowly into the warm, into the dark, into the quiet. Half awake and half inside. A dream I haven't finished yet. Somewhere between the dark and light. A place I haven't learned to let. Half awake, half somewhere else. Better than either by itself. Half awake, warm something warm against the cold.